Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to class. We're going to start in a couple of minutes. I'm just waiting for all the students to join in comfortably. All right, so in case you've joined in, just give me a hello on the comments box. We're going to start in exactly 30 seconds. Okay, so has everyone joined in? All right, hello Avinash, hi Ajit, hello Nishanath. We're back with yet another guided newspaper practice class. Today we are going to talk of this particular company named Harley Davidson that has decided to move out of India because of various reasons. So we are going to learn about that. Hello Murtaza, Ajit, Neha, Lily, Adnan. Hi Joby. Wonderful. Okay, hello Sam. So the purpose behind doing these sessions is that we need to improve our English from a fundamental level. All right. So the first round would be about listening and reading together. So we are going to do the passage in detail. You can read as you listen to it. As you listen to it as I speak. Try to understand the meaning of the passage. Okay. Now don't go into the keywords and all of that. Try to understand what the author is trying to convey. That's all. Okay. In the second round, we'll do speaking. So we'll pick out a particular paragraph and then I will read 2 to 3 words at a time. So you can just repeat after me. Here, the objective is to get the tone, the pauses, and the stresses right. Okay. The final round will be about opinion expression. So you will tell me what you think of this article, and you will also give me sentences out of the new words we learned so that your vocab will also improve. So we'll do all of this compacted in 30-35 minutes. Okay, hello everyone. Rupinder, Gagandeep, Neha, Prashchiv, Vinny, Gayatri, Shweta, Himani, yeah, Murza, Lal Singh, very nice. Okay, Shiv Kailash, good. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin the article. Or has anyone here heard of Harley Davidson? Have you heard of this particular motorcycle brand? Have you seen it on the roads? Usually it makes a thundering sound. Just give me a yes if you've seen Harley Davidson bikes on the roads, or maybe if you have one yourself. Okay. So Harley Davidson exits India as losses mount. What do you mean by losses mounting? Okay, losses mount. What do you think is the meaning of that? Losses mount? Yes. Okay, increasing. Now, iconic American motorcycle maker Harley Davidson Motor Company has decided to exit India. Okay, its departure, dropping the curtain. What do you mean by dropping the curtain? So when a particular play ends, so when you're going to a theater and the drama has ended, what happens? The curtains drop, right? Which means it is the end. Okay. So its departure, dropping the curtain on a troubled stint. What do you mean by stint? Experience. Okay. Usually a short experience. A troubled experience in a lucrative market. What do you mean by lucrative? Lucrative means having potential, attractive, and having potential. Okay. Lucrative market for two-wheelers. Yes, correct. Correct, Mursa, you're right. Good. Ajit, Sahil. Okay. Many of you have seen the bikes. Yeah, it's pretty popular. Yes, Shitij. Okay. Good, Mitu. Now, after 11 years of operations in India, the cult bike maker. Cult means some kind. It has some special place. Okay, it has some special following. The cult bike maker told employees on Thursday that it is discontinuing sales and production operations in India as part of a global restructuring plan. So they are saying that in India we'll not do this, in China we'll do that, in Sri Lanka we'll stop this. So global restructuring plan. Okay. Hi Mohan, Dheeraj. Last month the company had hinted. Okay, so it had given some indication at exiting some tough markets as part of its strategic plan, which entails. What do you mean by entails? Which entails? What is the meaning of entails? Yeah, entails means included, okay, which includes, okay, which involves, okay, which entails pulling out of loss making markets and focusing on US, Europe, and parts of Asia Pacific. Okay, so they basically decided that we'll kind of come out of those markets. All right. The company has seen its losses mount and market shares shrink in premium motorcycle segments across continents. Okay, what do you mean by shrink? Market shares shrink? What do you mean by market share shrinking? Tell me. Cult means culture. No, not cult. Cult doesn't mean culture, Dheeraj. Cult means something that has a very specific and crazy fan following. Okay, so that is a cult. Okay, and very specific group. Okay, and they're totally obsessed with it. Then you will term it as cult. Okay, yes. So shrink basically means to reduce, decrease. Okay, so market share shrink in premium motorcycle segments across continents as it struggles to keep pace with the changing preferences of young riders. So young riders regularly change their tastes, right? So maybe a few years ago, a big motorcycle was fashionable. Maybe now a smaller, faster one is fashionable. Okay, so it keeps changing. Okay, now in India, the world's largest and most price sensitive two wheeler market, it struggled with sharply declining production and sales. So in India, what happens is a lot of people want two wheelers to go to office, okay, to go to their farms, stuff like that, right? So it is price sensitive. People want a really inexpensive choice at their disposal. So therefore, in with such a high-priced model, it was becoming difficult. So it struggled with production and sales. Okay, good, Mohan. Very good. Lily, Rupinder, yeah. Indian production volume fell from 11,753 units to 4,533 units in financial year 2020. Are you able to see how much it has fallen? Just give me a yes if you're able to see this. 11,753 units in 2016-17, financial year 2016, and in 4 years, it has reduced so much. So this is a very bad sign, right? The company is going down. It's not even flat. It's not even at the same position, but it's declining rapidly. So that is worrisome. Okay, and sales declined from 4,708 units to 2,470 units during the same period. So in fact, they have just produced this. They have not even sold that much. They have sold only 2,400. Similarly, they had produced 11,700 and they had kept it in stock, but only so much actually got sold. So it's a big problem. Okay, good. Khushbu, Kshitij, Jasmine, Prashiv, Aarti, very good. Okay, now Harley's lackluster performance in India. What do you mean by lackluster? Lackluster. The word itself indicates a lot. Lackluster. So Harley's lackluster performance, lacking luster. Luster is basically shine, okay? And it lacks the shine, which means it's mediocre, okay? Harley's mediocre performance, lackluster performance in India could be blamed on high prices and the wrong product and marketing strategy set people close to the company. Okay, so people who knew the company closely say that one is price is an issue. It's too costly for the Indian market. Maybe the product is also wrong. So imagine having this big bulky bike, but you're stuck in traffic all the time. Okay, so maybe the wrong product. That's what it says. The global leadership at Harley Davidson targeted 35 to 50-year-old riders. Okay, while doing so, they did not only miss out on what younger riders wanted. So what about people in the age group of 25, 26 who prefer to ride bikes a lot? So they missed out on what they want. They became totally dependent on a marketing-led model, and there was no product innovation. So basically, what the author is saying is that Harley Davidson simply did a lot of marketing, saying that it is cool to ride this bike and it's fashionable and so on. But what was so great about the product? What was so great about the bike itself, due to which people will buy more? Did it give better mileage? Was it more comfortable? Nothing of that sort. That's what the author says. Okay, said a motorcycle industry veteran. What do you mean by veteran? Someone who's very experienced, okay, who served as a senior executive at Harley Davidson India in the past, requesting anonymity. What do you mean by anonymity? Which means that requesting anonymity means please don't tell my name, okay, don't quote my name. That's what he said. Keep me anonymous, okay, keep me nameless. Okay, most lackluster can be said as bad. Bad is a very simple word. Okay, this is lacking shine. Lackluster means lacking shine. Mediocre would be a better fit. Good, Aarti, Shweta, all the others participating. Good, Dheeraj, Adnan, Lily, very good. Okay, now Let's keep going forward. He added that even as Harley Davidson stuck with selling cruiser bikes, what do you mean by cruiser bikes? Those big fashionable ones, right? Cruiser bikes, rivals such as BMW, KTM, Yamaha, and others came out with bikes that were lighter and more technologically advanced, catering to multiple categories. Sorry. So what do you mean by this? What happened is Harley Davidson guys had big bikes, right? They had cruiser bikes, but other rivals, BMW, KTM, Yamaha. Now what did these rivals do? These rivals came out with bikes that were smaller, lighter, that could cater to the Indian roads. Okay, so even if there was traffic, with these bikes you can navigate in the traffic easily. But with these big cruiser bikes, it was not possible to do so. Okay. All right. Good, everyone. Very nice. Yes. As a result, Harley Davidson bikes stood no chance in the face of the competition. What do you mean by in the face of the competition? In the presence of the competition, they did not have any chance. Okay. They were heavy. So Harley Davidson bikes are heavy, very expensive, right? Probably a lakh even more, and did not suit the road and traffic conditions of India. Okay. So that was the problem. So Mint, this particular newspaper, Livemint, the one that I always refer, Mint reported in June 2019 that Harley was also in talks with key two-wheeler makers. What do you mean by key? Rivals means competitors. Rivals means competitors. Now, what do you mean by key? Important. Okay, prominent players, prominent two-wheeler makers, including Hero MotoCorp, to make bikes for India and other emerging markets. So they were Harley was in touch with Hero MotoCorp. Okay, such a partnership. So if that partnership would have materialized, it would have allowed Harley to make bikes with smaller engines, which would be cheaper and possibly more popular. But then that deal never happened, right? The deal with Hero MotoCorp never really went ahead. Yeah, main important. Very good. Correct. Mutsa Ajit, very good. Okay, yes. On Thursday, announcing additional restructuring actions to its employees, the company said the management has approved actions that involve optimizing its global dealer network. Okay, because now if you're not going to produce bikes, but what about the bikes that you've already sold? You have to service them, right? You still have all those warranties and all of that going. Okay, so you still need these service outlets. So now the company has said that they will kind of reduce it. They need not have all the dealers open. They will have some of them. Okay, exiting certain international markets and discontinuing its sales and manufacturing operations in India. So it's pretty sad, right? You cannot get Harley Davidson bikes anymore. Maybe you have to import it from some other country, something of that sort. Okay, let's do a couple more paragraphs and then we'll close. The India action, sorry, will include an associated workforce reduction of approximately 70 employees, of about 70. Okay, so you will have only that much now. Okay, so much will reduce, the company said in a regulatory document filed in the US. In a statement issued locally, so in India they've issued the statement that the company said it is shutting down its manufacturing plant in Bawal, Haryana, okay, and is significantly reducing the size of its sales office in Gurgaon. So again, a lot of people losing their jobs, unfortunately, because of these restructuring plans that are coming in. Okay. The Harley Davidson dealer network will continue to serve customers through the contract term, which means that whoever has purchased the Harley Davidson bike will come back to them for service. Okay. So they have to kind of maintain that contract and they will have to abide by that contract, right? That's what it means. Okay. Okay. Maybe the rest of the passage we will take up when we do the guided speaking bit. But now you tell me, what do you think about this? What is your opinion? Let me show you. Let me show you this. What do you think is your opinion now? Do you think that the company was mistaken when it thought of the Indian market? Do you think the company targeted wrongly, that it focused on the older segment? Or do you think that in India you cannot have such fashionable bikes because the majority of the population wants a simple bike that can take them to work and come back with maximum mileage? Such bikes can be afforded only by a few people, and therefore such models will not become popular in India. What do you think? Just tell me your opinion. You can also say that maybe there is something else that was missing, because even if they sold lesser quantity, they have actually charged a lot more, right? So each Harley Davidson bike is like maybe three or four Bajaj or the TVS bikes. So even if they sell lesser, it's still fine for them. Okay. So was there some other issue? What do you think? Hello, Sana. Good. Lal saying stubborn policies. So Lal Singh is saying policies are an issue. Okay. Good. Others, what do you think? Good. Mansi. I see others participating. Good. Mansi, Ajanta, Dheeraj, Ajit, Murtaza, Vamsi, Adnan, Sam, Aarti, Lily. Good. Sadhna. What do you think? Dolly says India economy never support these types of bikes. Good. Okay. So the Indian economy is not the place where you would experiment with such fancy bikes. Good. Good. Mursa says high taxes can also be an issue. Less ease of business. So it's not about the company. It's probably because of the policies that are there. Good. Dheeraj says company should have focused on local market conditions. Very nice. Okay, so instead of saying that this is our product, take it, they should have thought about what the customer needs in India and then provide that. Okay, instead of simply saying that you should buy our product. Mitu says they just targeted only one type of the customer. Good, Mitu. Neha, every person can't buy this. Each person, okay, every person in India cannot afford to buy a Harley Davidson. Fine. Aarti, it should be affordable by everyone, only then it makes sense. Good. Kshitij, Lal Singh, Vamshi, okay, Neha, Sam, good. Interesting ones coming up. Sana have created a brand value in such a way that people don't think before buying. Okay, yes, it has a good brand. Gayatri, Avinash, Shiv Kailash, very good. Vinil, very nice. Indian roads are not suitable. Sahil, customer also needs high performance bikes. Yes, good. So something else is the problem. Maybe the company did some goof ups internally. Maybe okay, Jia. In India, majority of the people are middle class, so they cannot afford. Yes, valid point again. Vamsi, hard to think that Harley Davidson has decided to leave. Inevitable. If it is not tenacious, okay. I don't think we can use the word tenacious here. Ajanta, the economy is the main issue. Okay, Ajit, as the Indian auto market is vast, there is a lot of potential for bike companies. However, most belong to the middle. Oh, excellent sentence, Ajit. Very nice. Beautiful sentence, Ajit. Good. Lily, good job, man. Everyone. Great job. Okay, very clear, crisp way of expressing your opinions. Superb. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good, Rupinder. Good, good. And once again, if you like each other's comments, just give someone thumbs up. Okay. Now, let us jump to talking about speaking. Okay, now we'll do guided speaking. We will pick up the paragraph that we have not done. So we ended here. So we will start from this point. Now, the way we should be doing this is that you should not be doing it in a dull way. First, you should not say the bike maker which sold 13 models in India. It should not come out like that. You should vary your tone and the pauses, stresses should come out appropriately. Okay, something like the bike maker which sold. Okay, so you should vary your tone a little. Okay, good Himani, very good. Sahil, good everyone. Okay, now let's start. Okay, the bike maker, repeat after me. The bike maker, which sold 13 models in India with a starting price of 4.69 lakh. Punch this a little bit of surprise because it's a huge sum. With a starting price of 4.69 lakh, currently has 33 dealerships in the country. Voice down at the end. 33 dealerships in the country. The company said it has more than 25,000 bike owners in India. Repeat. It has more than 25,000 bike owners in India. This move is really going to hurt. First, the consumers, and then other stakeholders like dealers who make considerable investments. Okay, let's keep going ahead. When a brand leaves the country, now you're adding some very strong information. So, you should have that seriousness in the voice. When a brand leaves the country, it results in unavailability of spares and service, makes customers anxious, and consumer cases follow. Yeah. Yep. Are you all doing it? Yes. Just give me a yes if you're all in the process of repeating it loudly. We are going to do one more paragraph. Just give me a yes if you're all in the process with me. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Fine. Let's proceed. Harley Davidson's spell in India was troubled for another reason. Was troubled for another reason. It found itself caught in an India-US tariff war. Good job, everyone. Eben, Shazia, very good. Dolly, Shubhashri, Neha, Mohan, Alekhya, Lal Singh, good. In June 2019, India slashed the tariff on premium motorcycles imported as completely built units from 100% to 50%. So this is a sharp fall, so it should show in your words. From 100% to 50%. After US President Donald Trump telephoned Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay. All right, let's do this. This is the last bit of the entire passage anyway, so let's complete it. So basically now Donald Trump is saying this. That is Narendra Modi, reduced it by 50% with one phone call. So you know that Trump is a bit pompous, right? So he makes these large claims. He reduced it by 50% with one phone call. I said it is still unacceptable because it's 50% versus nothing. Okay, because it's 50% versus nothing. It's still unacceptable. And they're working on it. Okay. Now, very simple. See, in many of the cases, the way you're going to be varying your tone is that whenever you have full stops, you're going to stop. Whenever you have commas, you're going to stop. Okay. When a brand leaves a country, it results in, so you're going to stop whenever you touch commas, whenever you touch full stops, you're going to pause there. Whenever you have something interesting, whenever you have something very important or a big number, you're going to punch it 100% to 50%. So you're going to punch it like that. Yes, everyone clear on the basics of tone variation? Stop at full stop at commas, punch your words up whenever there is something very important and very interesting. Yeah? Yes. Rivals means opponents, competitors. Tariff means more like taxes. Okay, taxes. Okay. Spell is their time in India. Harley Davidson spell in India, their time in India. Okay. Good, Joby, Niruja, very nice. Good. Ravneet, Lily. Okay. All right. Clear with that? Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So now what we can do is maybe we can have some sentences. Let's take up some new words. Okay. Okay. Let's maybe first take this one. I had one in mind for you. Anxious. Anxious. And cases follow means consumer cases. So people will file a court case, okay, because they are not serving the people who have already purchased the bikes, right? So usually that happens. So when a particular company goes out of the country, people start filing cases because their bikes and cars are not getting serviced properly. And so on. Cruiser is just a variety. Those big bikes that you have. Good, Parthi. Good job, everyone. Okay, now anxious. What is the meaning of anxious? Anxious means a feeling of worry, a feeling of tension. Okay, and especially when you're anticipating something and you're expecting something negative, then you can say anxious. So you will say that I am anxious about my results. In case you have not done well, then you will say I'm anxious about it. Okay. In case you've not done well and you're not expecting a good score, then you will say I'm anxious. Okay. Yeah, go ahead now. Give me a sentence with anxious. Now, be careful that this is the difference between anxious and eager. Eager is basically the opposite of anxious when you're anticipating something in a happy way. Okay? I'm eager to know my results, which means that you've done well. So you're eager. You're anxious if you're worried about it. Yeah. I become anxious during an interview. Good. People going out during the pandemic made me anxious. Very good, Murtuza. Very nice. Everyone felt anxious about their future due to the lockdown. Good. Shiv Kailash, Vinil, you guys are anxious about your exams. Okay. All right. Good. Others, anxious about my company growing. Sahil, good. Okay. Good, valid sentences. Others, go ahead. Give me a sentence. Feel free to put anything you wish. Okay. It's you don't have to have like a perfect sentence here. But here you're just practicing, and when you practice here, you get more comfortable. Okay. All right. Very good. Mursa, Mohan, Dolly, Neha, Kshitij, Sana, Ajit, Shazia, Ajanta, Sachin. Good. Now, in case anyone's new here in class, if this is your first time you're attending the class, do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because each time we go live daily at 11 a.m., you will get the alert. Okay. From YouTube, you'll be able to click on it and you'll come straight into class. Okay. Fine. Good. Shazia was anxious a day before. Good. Okay. Good, Avinash, Manoj, Ria. Very nice. Okay. All right, let's jump to the next word now. And the next word is, there was another interesting word at the beginning. Yes, here we go. Lackluster. What do you mean by lackluster? Lacking luster, lacking shine. Okay, so mediocre. Lacking shine, mediocre. Okay, uninspiring. You can say Harley's lackluster performance. Similarly, you can say RCB's lackluster performance yesterday was no surprise. They have a history of poor performances in the IPL. Okay. All right. No offense to RCB fans. Okay. All right. Now, lackluster, you can say that my friend's lackluster attitude towards his studies um, caused his downfall. Okay. Lackluster, lacking, lacking shine, mediocre. Good, Mitu, Aarti, Lily, Isabella, Dheeraj. Good. Yes, Ajit, makes sense. Okay. Now you should not use it for in the literal sense, though. So you should not literally say that my mobile is lackluster. For that, you should say my mobile is lacking luster. But here, lackluster actually means some mediocre. So you cannot say mobile phones are mediocre. Mediocre in what? Okay. So you have to do that. Okay. Avinash, shopping mall is lackluster nowadays. Again, you're putting it in the literal way, as if it is lacking good appearance. Okay, so that is not the direct meaning of this word. You can break down the word to understand better, but the direct meaning is that it is uninspiring, unappealing, mediocre. So if you just say shopping mall is mediocre nowadays, it doesn't make sense, right? So mediocre in what way? Okay, yeah. Performers are rewarded, lackluster are kicked off. Lackluster performances are not rewarded. Okay. All right, Adnan, very good. India's government is giving a lackluster performance. Okay, okay, good sentence. Okay. India lackluster in GDP worries investor. Okay. Many people have lackluster behavior. Okay, good. Many people have a lackluster attitude towards their future. Very nice. Okay. Lacking luster. Yes, makes sense. All right. Now let's take one more. Let's take one more sentence. Okay. Let us do the word lucrative. Lucrative. The second one is correct, Murtaza. Okay, Lustre. All those who are saying Luster, it's not Ter, it's Tre. Okay. Now, next one, lucrative. Good, Eben, Sam, very nice. Okay, what do you mean by lucrative? Now, lucrative means something that is very attractive, okay, and has potential. Okay, it has good potential to give you good returns later. Okay, and it is usually used in terms of jobs, anything that can give good monetary returns. Okay, that is called lucrative. Okay? A lucrative career, a lucrative job means that it's a high paying job. Okay, lucrative. Again, you see lucrative market, which means that it could have given the company a lot of money, but then they did not utilize it. So Mohan, the price cannot be lucrative. It is saying that it's attractive from an earning money point of view. Okay, so that's the exact meaning. Very good, Dheeraj. Apple considers India and China as a lucrative market. Very nice. Arti, he decided to turn his hobby into a lucrative business. Good, Aarti. Very good. Ajit, auto sector is lucrative in India. Good. Mamsi, my friend has a lucrative career. Good. Sam, nowadays investment in stocks looks lucrative. Very nice. Murtaza, artificial intelligence is one of the lucrative fields. Whenever you say one of the next word should be plural. One of the lucrative fields. Shazia, there are a lot of lucrative opportunities abroad. Very good. Shazia, very nice. Okay. Good job. He got a lucrative job offer, right? Easy word this, not very difficult, simple, straightforward word. Fine. Good, Aarti. Beauty has become a lucrative industry. Very nice. Okay. Startups need to work on lucrative ideas. Very good. Ravina, marketing business is lucrative. Good. India is becoming a lucrative market for tech industry. Very good, Utkarsh. Your sentences are always very nice, Utkarsh. Good job. Sinful. I was okay. The previous one, lackluster results. Very nice. Perfect. Perfect. So we did this very interesting article today of Harley Davidson. We did 3 rounds, a detailed listening and reading down at the beginning. And then we did opinion expression, we did some speaking, and then finally we did some sentence framing where you've learned 3 new words today. Okay, so on that note, we have come to the end of the class. I would simply touch upon the fast track program, what it is, but this is only for those who are not part of it and who would like to be, if you want to know more. All those who are already in, this announcement is not for you, like say Utkarsh, Mittu, Aarti, Shazia, Murtaza, I see Abin as well, right? So this is not for the existing members, of course. It is only for those who wish to know more about it. Okay, so here you go. This is the fast track program. I'll not explain in too much detail. I would just be giving the link, and all those who are interested can fill it out, and our counselor will give you a call. You can have a discussion, and then you can get in if you want to. Okay. So what is this exactly? You have a complete IELTS learning experience where you have recorded lessons inside our app. You can in fact check the whole curriculum, LRWS, then grammar, vocab, pronunciation, all of it done in detail. Next, you have classes happening every day. So on the weekdays, you have practice classes. On the weekends, you have concept classes. Again, it's done every day so that there is a habit building that goes on for you. Okay, and you are always in the study mode. All these classes are also recorded. After that, you have full-length LRWS mock. So LR will be sending you the question. You have to solve it, give it back to us, and we give you a report at the end of it. So it's not just like correction. Okay, it is a detailed report analysis that goes through so that you know your weaker points. Finally, you have doubt clearances. So on the app chat, many of you already have the app, I suppose. So there you have the chat option, and the fast track students can ask doubts, questions, and we keep helping them. Okay. Now, a quick announcement for existing fast track members, and that is earlier we used to do this on WhatsApp, right? So those of you who are not aware of it yet, this is now happening on the chat option of our app itself. Okay, not on WhatsApp, but on the chat option of the app. Okay. All right. Okay. So the link is there in case anyone wants to know more about it. Please click on it. You can have a discussion with our counselor, and then you can get it. We'll also open a discount window so that it is affordable for everyone. Okay. So on that note, thank you everyone for joining in. It was a pleasure to be hosting this class. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.